Assalamu alaikum children. Welcome to the science class for the grade 5. This is lesson number 11, Air and Water, part 2. In the previous video we started this lesson and we have studied about the air and composition of air, what is atmosphere and the 5 main layers of atmosphere. So 5 layers of atmosphere we have seen: troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Okay, in today's video we will see the properties of air. Air has the following properties. Number 1, air occupies space. As we have seen, the temperature is maintained, or in atmospheric temperature is maintained because of air. Now we will see what are the main properties actually of air. Air occupies space. Air is the gaseous form of matter. As the 3 forms of matter you know already: solids, liquids and gases. So air is the gaseous form of matter. Yes, air is the matter. One of the properties of matter is that it occupies space. So the properties of matter already you have studied. In that we have seen that matter occupies space. Okay. So like any other matter, air also occupies space. Let us verify this through an activity to prove that air occupies space. For this we need 2 balloons and a pencil box. Method: keep one balloon inside the pencil box. Now close the pencil box. Then blow air into the second balloon. Why does the balloon inflate? Does it now fit into the pencil box? Here in the pencil boxes we are keeping one balloon. Simply we are keeping without blowing it. So we can close this box easily and we can keep. But here we have blown the balloon and kept inside the pencil box. So can we close it now? Can we close this lid of this box? Why? Why does the balloon inflate? Does it now fit into the pencil box? No. So what do we observe from that? When air enters the balloon, it causes the balloon to inflate. Okay. When air enters the balloon, it causes it to inflate. Means it is expanding by blowing with the air. Okay. The inflated balloon takes more space and is not able to fit into the pencil box. So inflated means expanded balloon. When we keep in the box, so it takes more space. That's why we cannot close this box. So it proves that air occupies space. Okay. Here there is no air, we can close it easily. But here because of the air it requires more space, we cannot close it. So air occupies space. This is the property of air. Next property we will see: air has mass. Air has mass. Another property of matter is that it has mass. Yes, all the properties of matter, the gaseous matter we can see. So matter has mass. So air should also have mass. Let us demonstrate this through an activity. So to prove that, we have to perform this activity, that air has mass. So for this we require a ruler, 2 balloons and 3 threads of equal length. Method: hang the ruler from the middle using a thread. Means for the stick, like the straight stick, we have to hang the ruler from the middle using a thread. Tie 2 inflated balloons of the same size on the ruler, 1 balloon on each end. You will notice that the 2 sides of the ruler are perfectly balanced. Now puncture one of the balloon. Then what do you see? We are hanging 2 balloons on the same stick, which are expanded balloons, means which we have blown the air into that. So when we hang 2 balloons, that stick will be stable, it will be balancing properly. But when we burst one balloon, means we have removed the air from that. Okay, so what will happen? This ruler will bend at the side where balloon is inflated. The side of the ruler will punctured balloon will go up. This indicates that the balloon filled with air has more mass than the punctured balloon that has no air. So the presence of air in the inflated balloons makes it weigh more. This shows that air has mass. Okay. Now next property we will see, air exerts pressure. Air shows pressure, it exerts pressure. Okay, the molecules of gas are in constant motion. So the molecules which are present in the gas, they will be always on the move. They will be moving every time. For the solids, when we keep at one place, it will be silent, it will be on rest, it will not move by itself until we touch it. In the liquids, if we stir it, it will move. Otherwise, it can also it cannot show motion. So the molecules of gas are in constant motion. They move in all directions. Also, all moving things exert pressures on anything that comes in their way. So air, being a mixture of gases, must also exert pressure. So as air is the mixture of gases, so it must show the pressure. So let us verify this through an activity. For this we need a glass and a thick cardboard we have taken. Method: fill water in the glass to the brim, making sure that no space is left. Means one full glass of water we have to take. Put the cardboard on the brim of the glass. Turn the glass upside down, supporting the cardboard with your hand. Gently move your hand away. Okay. Now what do we observe? We will observe that the cardboard remains in place and the water does not fall. Okay. When we are covering the glass with the cardboard, where we are taking the full of the water to the glass full water we have to take, and we have to cover it with cardboard. When we turn it upside down, so here water will not fall and this cardboard will not move from its place. Why? The cardboard is pushed up by the air under it. The air which was present in that, it is showing pressure. This pressure keeps the cardboard glued to the glass. Means cardboard will be stick to the glass because of the pressure. So this demonstrates that air exerts pressure. Okay. So how is this air pressure useful? Let's see. Air pressure help us to drink juice using a straw. So because of pressure of air only, we will be able to drink the juice using a straw. Like how we suck it towards our mouth. So because of air pressure only, this liquid juice will come to our mouth through this straw. When we put a straw in the glass of juice, the juice rises in the straw into the same level as in the glass. There is air pressure acting on the juice both inside and outside the straw. This maintains the level of juice in the glass and straw. So when we suck on the straw, we draw the air out of the straw. This reduces the pressure inside the straw. The higher pressure on the outside causes the juice to rise up in the straw and into our mouth. So this is how we will be able to drink the juice through the straw. Now, we will continue this lesson in the next video. That's it for today. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.